Hi, everybody. We're going to start the testimonials today, and it's all about discover the possibility of the Healy. Adina, you have a story to say, an experience to share with us today?
I do. Oh, there's a speaker. It's on the other side. It's a new tablet. So anyway, I was thinking about my grandson who is only a year and a half old, and his father's gone into recovery treatment for 3 months. Right. And that's a lot on a baby. So I decided I'm going to run the aura scan for this 18-month-old. And I did. And what came up was something to do with the father. I forget exactly what it said, but it was so on point, which doesn't surprise me because we see this all the time with the Healy. But I ran for him, I think like the 5 minute, 59 second, and cleared him. And then maybe an hour or so, within the hour, my daughter messaged me and she says, check your phone. And she sent me a picture. The baby, they had gone to see the dad in like a church setting for the rehab that he's in. And the baby ran straight into the door and hit his forehead here and had to have like 4 stitches. So I was kind of feeling like after I did the scan, there's something with the baby. And she tells me and sends me the photo. So I scanned him again for all Healy programs. And of course, what comes up, skin. The first thing that came up was the skin programs. And when I did a deeper dive into that, it was scars systematic, scars local. I'm like, hello, just new stitches in his forehead, So I've been supporting him all week. He had the stitches in on a Sunday, and then last Friday they took them out. It's healing really beautifully. I've been sending him frequencies every day to help support that. His mom, my daughter, does have a residence, but she's so tied up with 3 kids, and now by herself, she isn't pulling out her Healy like she should. So I've been just working with him, and it's amazing. It's helping so much.
Wow, thank you so
Yeah.
much for sharing your testimonials. We've been doing a lot of training on the Aura module, and I've been using it, and I have a testimonials to share after Juliet, and I'm telling you, it's amazing, amazing. So I'm gonna let Juliet to share her story, and then I'm gonna share mine. And if you have a story to share, please raise your hand. Juliet?
Hi, good morning, everybody. Lovely Thursday. So I have something to share. There is this friend of mine that it was so hard for me to get my hand on her. She has been traveling a lot, and then finally, after a long persuasion, she wanted to see me. And okay, she has a problem on her ankle, and I was hoping that I will be able to scan her and run the program to remove the aches and the pain on her ankle. But she left to see her doctor, and she did it with her doctor, who charged her a lot of money just to run the same thing that we have, the little device that we have, the Healy, the wonderful thing that we have. So anyway, I didn't have the chance to do that. But when I scanned her on the flower bark, everything came out, things that I didn't know or she was hiding. Decisions, like she was postponing decisions. She said, oh my God, that's me. Then I'm not naming names, but about her, how do I say, her personality. She's super, like, everything must be perfect. If it's not perfect, she won't do it. And so that was the reason why she was putting off big decisions, really major ones. So she said, oh God, this is so good. Oh my God. So how much is it? That is amazing. I just love this flower buck. And of course, other demos that I've done on others. Well, I won't share today. That's mine now today. Thanks, May.
That's fantastic. Oh my God, love your story. I'm telling you, Buck Flower Remedies, Creative Homeopathy is another amazing one. That one takes the longest to scan, could be up to 5 minutes, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. And give it a try. And you haven't even tried the pain program on your friend's ankle yet, so cannot wait to hear more story. Come back to share more story with us, and it's very effective for pain relief. Actually, just to remind everybody, our device in Europe is a medical device, very effective for pain relief, fibromyalgia, all the a lot of these physical inflammation issues. In the U.S., it's the FDA clear device, so it's amazing piece of a gadget we have. I have a testimonials to share. It's regarding using the Aura module. Been having relationship issues. Okay, it's been just very challenging for the last few months, and I've been really running the Aura nonstop, like 24 hours. Um, and for about like nonstop, literally, right? Like I would run it on different people, different profile. I'll set up profile for like when you're in a relationship. I'll set a profile for a couple, also for a family. So I would be like running the Healy nonstop for 24 hours every single day for different people, and I run it on Aura, iChain, whatever, right? And people ask me, how do you run 24 hours? Doesn't it run out of battery? Well, with the Blue app, you can actually run it while you're charging it, which is great. And plus, I have two Healy, actually I have more than two Healys. So I could run 24 hours, more than one Healy at a time, just to answer your questions. So specifically for this one testimonial, I was having relationship issues. So things were not working. I was not connecting with the person. And I remember this is just a few days ago. No, about a week now, a week ago. And the scan came out and saying that on the Aura scan, actually saying the person is happy. It's happy. And it did happen. So then I was able to reconnect with this person and just have the best relationship, and just feeling we're connected, and that there was like that whatever problem we have in the last few months kind of dissolved. And then I come to realize, I know some of you probably heard of the term ego. I've come to realize that one of the reasons that I discovered for myself that why I was having the relationship issue was that my ego, sometimes we forget, my ego is like basically acting out without my knowing, and his ego was reacting. So we were butting head with our ego and this person's ego. And so we're not connecting, and we're trying to be right. We are trying to be like, basically, when you are saying that you're right, you're basically saying that the other person is wrong. And nobody wants to be wrong. Everybody thinks they're right. So we're just arguing. We're not really connecting. We're like this. And it's also a type of blockage. While I was running the Aura, I was kind of letting go and really focusing on the higher self, letting go of my ego. And initially, I feel like my higher self was connecting with his ego. He's still connecting with me with the ego, but then I was able to observe his ego it's much easier. And then eventually he felt comfortable. He was able to let go of his ego. We were able to connect with the higher self and be just pure happiness. It was just really, really beautiful. It also ties into one of the webinar we did, I believe 2 weeks ago, on a manifestation with chakra, which is amazing. The recording is up on YouTube. Please watch it. I watched it 3 times already. And I realized that I've been really manifesting. And when you set your desire, your intention, and visualize it, it's been just one after another, just manifesting all the greatness and attracting the right energy. And it's almost like anything you want, it happens. It's possible. I have the best relationship. I have the best success with my business. You just don't even know where the people come. Like you don't even know where the opportunity comes out of the woodworks. They literally just come flash in front of your face because you're manifesting, you're attracting it, you are tuning into it. So if you have not used your Aura or your coaching module, they're basically the same thing. It's just the Aura module is built based on the 7 chakras and database that a lot of people are familiar with. And the coaching module is basically built based on the Aura module, but I guess, expanded with a different database that tap into getting more insight in our blockages in languages easier to understand, in areas in terms of emotional balance, relationship, and finances. So it's much make it much easier to understand, and it gives you a report that you can actually take specific actions to remove the blockages in your life. It's beautiful. I just love those two programs and having great results. So that's all the testimonials I want to share today. Do you have anyone that want to unmute and share the testimonial today? If Oh, we have one. Tracy, please unmute yourself and share with us.
Okay. Well, hi, May. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, Dina, darling. Well, since you talked about that, May, I thought that I would share mine, and it was what actually got me really on board with my Healy. So, as Dina knows, when I got my Healy, I didn't like it. I was trying to use it, and it was reacting with me. I didn't know how to change that. And then I tried again, but with COVID and everything, it caused a bit of a problem within in our family. And my daughter wouldn't see me for like 8 months, and I have a 2-year-old granddaughter as well, so I couldn't see any of them. And so I just used the aura scan, and I just kept it as my aura is strong and stable, because I know that if your aura is strong and stable, everything else works really well. So as soon as, and without a word of a lie, as soon as I started doing that, my daughter started messaging me, and then started sending me pictures of my granddaughter. Then we were FaceTiming, and then I got invited to her second birthday party in April.
Wow.
Yeah, just from doing that.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. And
yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your story, because we do want to hear people's actual experience, because it makes a difference. And this is how I was just saying that I would keep you like nonstop, like just keep pressing my Healy, just doing different scan. And this is what I'm experiencing. Like the energy is real. The energy is real. I'm doing in my house, so you can feel better. You feel better. When you feel better, you actually connect with people, and that people can feel you, and it's quantum. And so yeah, and when they feel better, they will let go of their ego, the fighting, and just connect, and really just come from a place of love and just connecting at the heart. Because I'm sure, and I know, whenever people share with you, they love you. It doesn't matter. Like, we love each other, family, we love each other, love my children, my grandchildren. Yeah, by vibrating the frequency is real, because you are basically setting the environment, purifying the atmosphere for people to connect, basically. Thank you so much for your testimonial.
Actually, May, the other thing that I did do too was that I'm a kinesiologist. So if we made changes on the table, we would do something to help set those changes in, help lock them in, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean by table?
So like on my table, if we had a client on the table and we went through things, did corrections, helped someone with their issue, what we would usually do then is well, what's the correction, what's going to do that, and what do they need to do when they're at home, before they come for their next session. So I treated, when I was doing my aura scan, I treated it like a session. So I feel drawn to bark flowers, so then I would check which bark flowers do I need. I love the Alaskan gem elixirs. I think they're beautiful. And homeopathy, and I love Schusler tissue salts. So I would then check what I needed and scan them in as well. Yeah. So it was like I was using remedies as
Yeah.
well as what was
Yeah,
going on
yeah.
with the frequencies. Yeah,
Thank
to
you so
hold
much
it.
for raising that. That's exactly
Mm,
for practitioners. We have massage therapists, we have a chiropractor, and they just use the Healy, right? Whatever that you, because I think you have to trust your intuition. You
mm,
feel it. It's almost there time you don't even know what. Like, I want to use this program, and I just use it, and they're all good anyway. They're all good, and you can put it in the atmosphere. Like the one you just mentioned, those ones, it's just amazing,
mm,
amazing, and then it helps people to relax, and then they will get better result with the treatment. So it's really amazing with practitioner. Doesn't matter what you're practicing, or you could be a health coach or life coach, whatever. It's gonna really complement with everything you do, everything you do. So beautiful.
mm.
Thank you for reminding us. And Dina, do you have another testimonials to share, please?
Just a quick one. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy's my dear friend and downline. We found each other last year, and I just thank you for saying that because I need to do more of the clearing. But anyway, I was just running my, as you're talking, I said, let me do an aura scan for myself. And I had been thinking about this the other day with the masculine and feminine that I've been working within myself for quite a few years consciously and rebalancing it. And I thought of my parents who are both deceased now. And I thought, my dad was the maternal one. My dad was the feminine one, and my mom was the masculine one. And so I said, let me just scan myself now and see what comes up, right? I'm start doing this again. The present state is the root chakra. It says there is confusion between the paternal and maternal principle. The father has been living the nurturing maternal principle within the family.
Wow.
Hello. And then at the very end, the desired state, the mother is living the nourishing principle. Because my mother wasn't nourishing. She was a Cancer too. I always thought that fascinating as a Cancer, but she was more non-maternal than anything in her own way. So yeah, and I wasn't even thinking about this now. This was like 2 days ago, and it just came up in my field. So thank you, Marcus, Shamika. Thank you, Healy. Thank you, May, for holding these meetings. Thank you, Tracy, for the reminder.
You're very welcome. You're
Mhm.
very welcome. This is amazing.
It's powerful.
Amazing. Anyone has testimonials to share? Like Vlada? Anyone? Feel free to unmute and share a testimonial before I stop recording. No? Okay. All right. So that's it for today. And please join us again for another testimonial. We're here meeting every week, and sharing is caring, right?